Part 5, My Last Duchess. I continue. Sir, it was all one, my favour at her breast, the dropping of the daylight in the west, the bow of cherries some officious fool broke in the orchard for her, the white mule she rode with round the terrace, all and each would draw from her like the approving speech or blush at least. He says that it was all one, his making love to her, or the view of the sunset, or the bow of cherries which a servant brought to her, or the white mule which she rode on the terrace. All this would draw the same kind of blush, the same kind of feeling out of her. She thanked men good, but thanked somehow, I know not how, as if she ranked my gift of a 900-year-old name with anybody's gift. Who'd stop to blame this sort of trifling? Even had you skill in speech, which I have not, to make your will quite clear to such as one and say, just this or that in you disgusts me, here you miss or here you excel the mark. And if she let herself be lessoned so, not plainly set, even then there would be some stooping. See, the Duke then says that she was very thankful. She was very nice. But she was nice to everyone. She ranked the gift of 900 years old name that he gave with anybody's gift, with the smallest kind of gift that one can give. Then he says, who'd stoop to blame this sort of trifling? He says he's not doing anything. He's not blaming her. This is a very small thing. And even if you had the skill of saying, this is right, this is wrong, this is good, or this is not so good, and if she be lessoned so, then there could be some stooping. He chose not to stoop. He chose not to stoop. I chose never to stoop. Oh, sir, she smiled no doubt whenever I passed her. But who passed without much the same smile? He says, she used to smile when I passed her, but there was nobody who passed her without her smiling at that person. This grew. I gave commands. Then all smiles stopped together. There she stands as if alive. Then he says, as this grew, he started giving commands. And then all smiles stopped together. What does it mean? Did she stop smiling or did she become extinct? Right? Did she die? And there she stands as if alive. So the end result was that you could not see her in person, you could see her only through the portrait. Then he tells the emissary to get up. Will it please you rise? We'll meet the company below then. I repeat, the Count your master's known munificence is ample warrant that no just pretence of mine for dowry will be disallowed, though his fair daughter's self, as I avowed at starting, is my object. You see how cunning the Duke is. He says, come, let's go and meet the company below. And the Count, who is who has promised some kind of dowry, you have to tell him that whatever dowry he is going to make present will not be disallowed. He will make no compromise on that dowry, though he thinks that the daughter is his priority. Nay, we'll go together, sir. Notice Neptune, though taming a seahorse thought a rarity, which Klaus of Innsbruck cast in bronze for me. While going downstairs, he shows this piece of sculpture where Neptune, the sea god, seems to be taming a wild horse. And he says, this was cast in bronze. The sculpture was presented to him by Klaus of Innsbruck, a famous sculptor of the Renaissance period.